Well, hello, my friends. Welcome back to the bench. Happy 4th of July to all my fellow Americans. Yes, it's Independence Day. And I am enjoying my freedom to make videos, build models, do whatever the hell I want. I love it. Anyway, happy 4th. Today's video is a bit of a revisit of airbrushing Molotow chrome right out of the pen. And the reason why is I'm working on or planning a video to airbrush this gold leaf, and I got some gilding paints and whatnot. I'm trying to do a little video of that nature, and a friend of mine told me he's been getting great results. I already tested airbrushing this and it works great, but he told me he's getting really good results thinning it a little bit with Mr. Leveling Thinner. I never thought of it because it's so thin, but if you think about it, let me grab my all-clad here. Paint is never too far away from me, and all-clad is mega super thin, and we know how well that works. So let me see if I can get another one as an example. This kind of looks like my paints with the pigment all on the bottom. Look at that. But yeah, it's basically thinner with a bit of the chrome pigment in it. This is the black chrome, and so I guess thinning isn't as scary as I thought. It was being too thin. I'm guessing no such thing here. So what we're going to do is we're just going to shake this up. We're going to pour it out, and we're going to thin it a little bit with the leveling thinner, and then we're going to paint it over a couple of pieces. Now what I did was I put black on these, but I recall this not being like all clad or some of the other chromes. It could just went over everything. It just goes over anything. But for the test, I figured I sprayed this half black, half white, as you can see here. From our aircraft model here. This was actually gray, of course. And then we're going to spray it directly on top of this Warhammer figure here. So that is going to be the test. I'm going to use my Swallowtail Barbatos Rex airbrush. I actually put a new nozzle and needle in. Nice fresh start. I got a bend on mine, so I had to put a new one in there. I'll probably be able to straighten it out, but with time a little short in my hands, I went ahead and put a new needle and nozzle in. I marked it with a 2 so I know which one is in there. So that is where this test is headed. So let's go ahead and open this up. Let me get my knife back here in the corner. Let's go ahead and cut this open and take her out. I don't know what this one costs. Let's see, $8.50. $8.50. That's not bad for Molotow. It's usually about $12. I bought it locally. If you don't have one locally, I'll put a link below on Amazon who carries them. It says don't break this, break the seal. All right, we understand. All right, so I'm going to shake this up. And I don't think it needs that much shaking. If you've seen this stuff, it's alcohol based. And you can clean the airbrush out with alcohol if you want. If you're going to save some cash, here it is. Made in Germany, Molotow.com. The company has all kinds of colors now, but I think this seal has to be broken right here. There we go. Here it is. All right, let's see. I think this cap comes off. Ugh. Sheesh. Got it. Boy, I was going to get refill ink, but they didn't sell it. And for a way to get this quickly, I just went ahead and grabbed the marker for this. I think I have one around here somewhere, but after a few minutes of searching, I said I'll just go grab another one for the test. All right, I'm just going to leave that in here and grab another cup. How's that? Cups we have. Plenty of these. All right. I don't know how much I need to thin out. Look how much is in there. Can you guys see this? Not much. Oh, my goodness. And we'll start with that. How's that? All right, let's get this back on here. There we go. Spilled a little, so keep that clean. This actually has alcohol on it. I was just preparing my spoons for such. All right, screw that back on. All right, we'll let that sit off to the side. And there is our chrome. Check it out. Oh, come on. There we go, camera. Look at that. And you know what? You can see it could be a little thinner because this is literally like water. This is just thinner with the carrier. It's a carrier with the chrome in the bottom. This stays blended, which tells me it's a completely different formula. Look at that. It's more like the Revell, I think, spray paint that goes over anything and it looks like chrome. But yeah, let's go ahead. Add some of the magic elixir, known as Mr. Color Leveling Thinner. I don't know how much I want to put, but I don't think it can be too thin. I think it'll actually be fine. Here we go. It's a good amount, I think. Now I'm just winging it here. All right. Let's mix her up a little bit. I guess it's a good way to stretch out what we saw in that marker. Boy, that was not much at all. Oof. I want to thin it some more. We have more if this is a fail. We have more in the marker. We have a lot more. There we go. That's really thin. That's almost 50-50 right there, baby. 50-50. Equal parts thinner to Molotow chrome. Now we're stretching the soup here. There we go. All right. Okay, let's head over to the booth, which is this away. I'll grab it now. Grab the swallowtail, and this is the .28 needle that's in here. We're going to spray it with about 15 psi, and yeah, hoping for some good results. Now, this is going to be a durability test. I just want to see how it lays down. I will let this dry for a few weeks, and then we'll use these same pieces, and we'll test some more clear coats on top for another video. So we'll see how that goes. But let me bring all these pieces over to the booth, and let's see how this works. All right, guys, here we are at the booth. We have loaded up the cup, and I need you to keep in mind this doesn't get dusted on. This actually goes on heavy. Hold on. I'll give you an example here. 1 second. Okay, see the back of the spoon? See if you dust it on lightly. It's so rough and grainy, but heavy coat. Look at what we got. Wow, you can see my face right there, baby. So, very impressive. Let's go ahead and start the test. Now, I am going to go ahead and dust it on for the first shot, but let's get it leveled off and see how it looks over the white. Sorry if I'm blocking you or if the camera's out of focus, but it came out great so far. Let's see if I can help you guys with this camera. I don't know what the new camera's been doing to me here. It's been a little out of focus lately. All right. Oh, hold on. Hold on, guys. I grabbed my piece. It got stuck to my board here. There we go. All right. There we go. I'm going to start a bit of a foundation here. I'm going a little further back so the camera can probably stay in focus. I got to see what's going on with it. All of a sudden, it's auto-focusing, and I didn't touch anything, you know. Anyway, let's go in for the heavy hit. It is, I think my buddy's right. It is laying down really nice. I mean, really nice. Look at this. A couple of dots there. That was on the surface of the black paint, you know, so that wasn't anything there. You know what? It looks good over the white. This side's the white. We'll go over at the bench, but boy, really impressed. So far, we are impressed. Let's go ahead. Try it on this Warhammer figure. Don't think I'm going to be able to get in every nook and cranny here. So let's go ahead and try and get this close, see if the camera will focus for you guys. See how it's on the focus? There we go. Fantastic. Put a glove on for this baby. That's for sure. Oh yeah, really, really laying in there nice. It stretched the soup, so to speak. Look at that. Still plenty left. Still some in the cup. I could pour that back into the little marker and save it. I'm going to try it over a spoon that's white and nothing on it. Let's go ahead and try this. As I said, we're going to go on heavy. Here we go. I didn't prep the spoon, so I might have some dust on it. I just grabbed the spoon. But, yeah, this is working really good. Now, maybe the thinner will help it dry quicker, because it normally takes quite a bit of time to dry, particularly to the touch. That's not the test. I wanted to see what the effect the thinner had on it, and we really doubled up what we got in the marker, making it equivalent to other chromes that you buy. But yeah, I'm impressed. Now let's see what happens if it goes over something flat. So let's try it over flat primer, which is this. All right, let's see what we get. It's probably going to get absorbed a little bit. It's a rough primer. It still looks great though, but it's a little rougher, where I don't think you need any touch to it at all, because this is the white and it looks awesome. Anyway, yeah, let me pour this back in the cup, get it back into the marker, and let's head back to the bench and look at the results. All right, back at the bench. Awesome results. My buddy was right. It sprays a little nicer. I think I could have thinned it down even more. I marked this side. Okay, this is the black. This side is the white. Let's go ahead and look at that. No difference. None at all. Now with this one, I also marked it black. This side is black. This side was the gray bare plastic, and no difference. You know, there's a couple of marks here in the black paint. Probably should have sanded it and got a little smoother, but you can see how nice it is actually came out. How nice it actually came out, where it is smooth. Very, very good results. I am going to let this dry for a while before I do any kind of more test. What I'm going to do is I'm going to try and study a couple of clear coats again. We're going to take that a little further, that test, and we'll see how durable this is in a week or so, and then we'll go from there. Here it is over the gray out of the box Warhammer figure. Just beautiful. It just laid down nice. Very impressive. It's actually not super shiny where it looks kind of fake. It actually has a really good look to it right here, particularly on this figure. And here is over the spoon. This is a bare white spoon. You know, it dulled out a little bit, but not too much. You could see me right away when I first did it, but then I don't want to say it dulled out a little bit. I kind of like the way this looks, particularly for a model. It's not plasticky, fake looking. It actually looks more realistic when it slightly dulls itself, if that makes sense to you guys. But that's impressive. I mean, I will show you the reflection right there. It is really good. Now this is it over the primer spoon. It's pretty much the same, except it's a little rougher, a little duller. So maybe if we used a finer primer, the results might be pretty good. I mean, I really have to stop and stare to see which one is which. And then it's got a slight fuzziness to it on this one with the primer, where this one doesn't. So yeah, that is the test. You guys can stretch it out for sure. More than double what you're getting here. I'd leave it stored in here, but maybe you could just put it in a nice jar. Kind of like these jars that my Mecha Empire paint stuff comes in. Or the all-clads. Grab that. Or the all-clad. If you're having trouble finding all-clad, you get Molotow anywhere. And even on Amazon, I'll put a link below. They'll ship it to your house probably overnight. Yeah, double it up. I didn't try it with alcohol. He did. He told me he got better results with the leveling thinner. So I might try it behind the scenes here with the alcohol. If it's alcohol based, I don't see why you should have too much trouble. I'm guessing alcohol dries super fast, so I'm guessing that might affect how the results would be, because obviously leveling thinner is a slower drying thinner, whereas alcohol is going to flash off quick. It's going to dry super fast. But yeah, I am impressed. It's a really, really good product. It works. I especially like stretching it out using the thinner, really doubling your money. I might even thin it even further behind the scenes here and see how much further I can have this thing go. But for now, I am impressed, and it's a thumbs up for me. The Swallowtail, the .28 needle, sprayed it beautifully. I had a bent needle for a while. I ordered a bunch during gallery sale. I bought 2 sets of each nozzle and needle, and coming in very handy because, boy, it sprayed it really good. I forgot how good this thing sprayed. I must have had that bent needle for a few sessions here, and I didn't realize it until I went to clean it, and it snagged on a paper towel. I said, oh, that needle is bent. I tried to fix it up, but I knew I had the extra needles, so went ahead and just threw that in there for now. Anyway, there you go. That is the test. Coming up, I am going to try this leafing pen. We'll see how this sprays. And behind me, let me grab something. Reaching behind me, I also have these gilding paints we're going to be testing. At least I got a silver. Silver or brass, and this liquid leaf here is gold, obviously. So we got these 3 colors. We're going to see how these airbrush. So that's coming up very soon. The real colors, I'm going through the test now. These are brand new from AK. This is their new line of acrylic lacquers. This test is also on its way. And as I reach behind, within 2 weeks, my new paints are coming out. And I've already given you guys a sneak peek on the first batch of colors. But when they release, we're going to have all kinds of colors in the lineup. A purple, a yellow, an orange. It's going to be really exciting. These are my tricolors. Just beautiful. Look at these. And what we're going to do is we're going to paint that Bronco kit that I showed in another video. We're going to lay down maybe the red or the blue on this baby. We're going to paint this whole thing using the tricolor system so you guys can see the results on an actual car kit. Look at that beautiful deep green. Oh, fantastic. Anyway, that is coming up, and it's coming up sooner than I thought. Hopefully within 2 weeks, we will have those for release, plus a special color I've been working on. Let me grab that. I got it. That is my anodized white steel. People think it's chrome. It's not. It has a metal look to it. You have to see it, I guess, in person. You can kind of see it there. White steel. I'll reveal the name when I launch my tricolors. We're going to have a couple of new colors in my regular lineup, too. I've been wanting this color for a long time, a kind of a white anodized metal, and I finally got it. It was a little more white, but you couldn't see it at all. So I got this steel type color to tint it a bit, and look at it. We got that white steel I've been looking for. I mean, you want to see white? That's the spoon it went on top of. And there it is. Look at that. Anyway, the full reveal of that is coming up along with the tricolors. Anyway, guys, have a wonderful 4th of July. Enjoy your cookouts if you're having one. And I am actually going to go upstairs now and cook dinner for the household here. And yeah, that is the test. I am impressed. I will put a link below to the Molotow pens. Doesn't matter the size of the tip, unless you're going to use it as a marker for other things. This is the 4mm, but like I said, it doesn't matter. You're just going to crack it open and pour it out and airbrush it, which I recommend highly. Anyway, guys, that is the test. We will see you in the next video. Please like, subscribe if you haven't already. Hit the notification bell as we do 2 videos a week. And we're going strong, climbing up that mountain to hit 100,000 subscribers with a huge, massive giveaway when we reach that milestone. We will see you there. Anyway, guys, have a wonderful day. God bless. God bless the USA.